Tomorrow morning, you'll step into the shower and reach for the warm knob. You always do. It feels good. It feels safe. But what if that one small, comfortable choice is quietly making you weaker every single day? Now imagine that for 30 days, you turned the other way, ice cold, every morning. No warm-up, no mercy. Most people can't survive the first 10 seconds, but the ones who make it to day 30 walk out different. And what happens to their body and their brain is stranger than you think. Let's start with the first morning, because it's brutal. The freezing water hits your skin and your body thinks it's dying. Your breath locks in your chest. Your heart slams. This is called the cold shock response, and for a few seconds, you have almost no control over it. But here's the part nobody tells you. That panic is the whole point. Because the moment the cold hits, your brain floods your bloodstream with a chemical called noradrenaline. And it's not a small amount. In one study, physiologist Peter Schramek immersed people in cold water and measured their blood. Noradrenaline didn't rise 10%, it rose over 500%. Dopamine, the motivation chemical, climbed too. That's why people step out of a freezing shower shaking, but weirdly feeling awake. Feeling alive. You just gave your brain a natural hit of the exact chemicals that fight off fog and low mood. Now stay with me, because by day 7, something changes. The shock is still there, but you recover faster. Your breathing steadies in seconds instead of minutes. Your body is learning. This is your nervous system training itself to stay calm inside a stressful moment. And that skill doesn't stay in the shower. People who do this report that traffic, deadlines, arguments, all of it hits softer. You practiced staying calm when your body was screaming, so calm becomes your default. But the cold isn't just working on your brain. Around day 10, your body starts building something new. Deep in your chest and along your spine, you have a special kind of fat called brown fat. Unlike the fat you're trying to lose, brown fat exists to do one job. It burns energy to make heat. Most adults barely have any active brown fat because we live in warm homes, warm cars, warm showers. We never ask our body to make its own heat. But cold wakes it up. Feed your body cold every day and it grows more of this heat-burning tissue, quietly turning up your metabolism in the background. Here's where it gets hard to believe. By the end of the month, you might actually get sick less often. This isn't a guess. A researcher named Geert Buysche ran a real experiment with over 3,000 people in the Netherlands. Half took a hot shower like normal. Half finished their shower with a blast of cold. The cold group called in sick to work 29% less. 29% from a shower. Nobody fully understands why yet, but the leading idea is that regular cold stress trains your immune system to respond faster. So by day 30, what do you actually have? Sharper focus in the morning without caffeine, a nervous system that stays calm under pressure, a metabolism running a little hotter, and an immune system that quits less, all from turning one knob the wrong way. But here's the twist, and it's the real reason this works. The benefit isn't really the cold, it's the choice. Every single morning, you wake up and your brain begs you to stay comfortable, to take the easy, warm option. And every morning, you say no, on purpose. You are training the one muscle that runs your entire life, the muscle that decides between what's easy and what's good for you. 30 cold showers isn't a health hack. It's 30 small wins over the part of you that always wants to quit. And that leads to an uncomfortable question. If comfort this small can make you weaker, how much of modern life is quietly doing the same thing? The warm shower, the elevator instead of the stairs, the delivery instead of the walk. We engineered discomfort out of our lives, and we may have engineered out something we actually needed. Which is why the people who finish 30 days rarely stop at 30. Not because the cold ever feels good. It doesn't. But because they learned something the warm knob was hiding from them the whole time. That they were stronger than their own comfort. That the panic in the first 10 seconds always passes. And that the version of them who steps out of that freezing water is the version they actually want to be. So tomorrow morning, you'll step into the shower and reach for the warm knob. You always do. But now, you know what that other knob is really offering. And it was never about the cold. It was about who you become the moment you choose it.